Morning everybody. Hey, this is Tony here, Our Cabin in the Woods. And I was going to bring you out here and show you what I did. It's been a couple days ago. As you can tell right now, hazy, it's misting out again. It's been raining for the last couple of days, on and off. Fortunately, where I live, it's you can see the soil. It's kind of it's mixed. It's clay, but it's not really clay. It's sandy, real sandy, which is good. You can see I've been out here working too. As you can see, I built the hay roof, and that's why I'm bringing it out here. It's been about 2 days ago, I started on it. I got all the hay pulled out, had the plastic, actually brought the plastic back to the garage. I had a tarp out here, brought that back to the garage. And out of nowhere, a massive thunderstorm hit. And so I went inside real quick, thunder quit, and then I came back out because I had all this hay on the ground. And as I told you a couple days ago, I already had these posts cut. They were in the out back where the goats they killed the tree, eating off it, and you can see. Anyway, I had already started. I was just going to start videotaping, and it started to pour. And then it rained the rest of the day. I put on my rain suit, and I finished this job because I had to get the hay covered. So I didn't videotape it at all. At all. I couldn't do it, afraid the camera would get destroyed. So this is the old roof, this little overhang right here that you see. You can see that black line on that right there. This used to attach to it right here. And it was just a short roof, so it was extra shade from sun for the birds when it came. You see they did that cedar tree. Just extra shade they gave to the birds. Well, they're going to be here in the woods, or in this part. They'll be all leaved over. The birds will be fine in there. So here's what it's cold today too. It's somewhere in the 30s. But this is what I did. This here was all messed up. The roof was coming off, the tin was coming off the metal. I flipped it upside down, resecured it. This board actually, well, not this board, another board that was right here was rotted, broke. So I put this big board on, re-screwed it all back on. As you can tell, it kind of overhangs a little bit off that lip, so some of the water still run through. But what I did do is, there's a big bolt right there, another big bolt right there. They're about 8 inches long. They go straight through the building. They tie into the goat building. There's a nut on the back side, so that gets held on there. These here are screwed on, 4 screws. There's 2 here. There's 2 here. They go down, and you see that concrete block on both those blocks. He drilled I think it's a 3/8 inch drill bit, drill a hole into the block, and on the bottom side of this post, going up, I had like a 6-inch long bolt. I drilled the end of that, drilled up in it, 3/8, and I banged that bolt in there, and it hung out about that far from the bottom. I cut the head off the bolt, it's like a long stud, and I drilled into that concrete block. I did that on both of them, and I was able to, like I said, bang that stud in there, and I took the wood post, stuck it in the hole, raised this roof up high enough. I already had it figured out the measurements, then I screwed it all in. So now this post won't kick out unless you kick this block out, and you can hear, I'm trying, it moves, but it won't be rotting in the ground. On both of them, won't be rotting. And there's the hay. The pallet that was there, that's the same pallet, but it was twice as wide. So I cut it in half, and I made it this long. And what I'll be doing is we will get the rains coming soon. Every day of the year, hay was always covered with plastic. I never liked it being that way, but what will happen here, we will get these rains coming in this year again, which will probably start here at the end of this month to May, end of the month, definitely. So what I'll probably end up doing, I have some heavy duty plastic. I'll probably attach it to here and just let it droop down on both sides, maybe even across here. And that's just for like a month. We get these bad rains, and that'll help keep the hay dry. But by moving the hay this direction, I'm able now to put 3 more bales of hay in here. So another thing that's going to happen is probably this week, be my last time I'm going to make the run. I'm going to run and go get some hay. I'm trying to wait as long as I can, because we get the rains. I got to make this hay last for the goats, because we can't get hay around here. When it starts raining, they can't cut, and they can't let it lay out. So it just becomes, you know, we don't get hay for a while. For about a month, you get no hay. So I'm probably going to buy a bunch more hay. There's 3 I can put here. And then I'll probably put 3 or 4 more up by the house. I got that big awning that's beside my garage, my shipping container I have. I'll put some there. So I'll have hay this year. Last year I ran out and I had to drive 50 miles just to find a couple bales of hay that one day. It was crazy. So anyway, this part is done. My ears are frozen. It's cold. And I love the cold. So this is done. And I wish I could have brought you along with it, but I just couldn't do it with the rain, and I had to get it covered. So it's done. All right. Well, that's the end of the video for the hay roof. I keep that chair there because I always go over here and sit out there with the birds, take a break, and come out here and sit with them, or with the birds, with the goats. And they like when I sit there because sometimes they jump on my lap. Anyway, okay. Well, I got this one done, and move on to the next deal, and we'll go from there. Thanks. Bye.